Hey parents, I wanted to just talk to you for a minute today as I was thinking through some things and, with this whole coronavirus stuff and schools are shut down and kids are home and now a lot of us parents are home too. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here with you and I'm figuring it out right there with you. So I have three teen and preteen kids, and so last week was rough. Figuring out what our day was going to look like, helping our kids to understand that this was not just a free-for-all vacation where they got to do whatever they wanted to do and hang out with all their friends. That was difficult. It was difficult to really establish what the weeks were going to look like. So last week I did maybe like a lot of you did. We made a schedule of what our day would be and what we were going to get done throughout the day. I'd be happy to show you if anybody's interested what our schedule looked like. We put in a lot of different things for the day and we have some training, we've got family devotions, things like that. And finally, by the end of the week, my oldest, my son, had come to terms with, okay, this is not going to change. My mom and dad are not going to budge. This is where it's at. So we finally got into a routine. And then yesterday, mid e-learning, our school sends out a message that e-learning is suspended for now. So the schedule kind of got put on pause and we had to create a new one today and just become a little bit creative. But I'm sure you guys are all there. You guys are probably thinking, what in the world are we supposed to be doing with our kids during this time? So as I'm thinking through that, I come back to this scripture that I've been praying over my kids since the fall. And I'd like to share that with you. So here in Colossians 1, I start in the middle of verse 9 and then go through 14. So it says, "We are asking that you may be filled with the knowledge of His will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, so that you may walk worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing to Him, bearing fruit in every good work and growing in the knowledge of God, being strengthened with all power according to His glorious might, so that you may have great endurance and patience, joyfully giving thanks to the Father who has enabled you to share in the inheritance in the light. He has rescued us from the domain of darkness and transferred us into the kingdom of the Son He loves. In Him we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins." So this is just one of the scriptures that I've been praying continually, week after week, over my kids. This is what I truly, truly want for them. And so as I'm looking over this, and I think about this time that we have with them now, and I think about my schedule that I made for them and what I want them to remember and to do daily, I come back to the point. Why am I doing it? Why do they have a schedule and I just don't let them have a free-for-all and do whatever they want? It's because I care about their hearts. I care about their hearts being fully surrendered to Christ so that they can grow to love Him. And when I think about that and think about what my responsibility is in that, my responsibility is to be the best example of Christ's love to my kids. As His parent, I'm the first one. I have the best opportunity to be able to be that to them, to show them Christ's love through my actions and my faith. And we can talk all day long. We can watch devotions or watch YouTube videos together. We can read devotions together. We can talk at them as much as we want. But they're going to watch us and they're going to watch what our faith is like. And so right now, this is a great opportunity to be able to really, really show them how much we trust and love the Lord, how much we want to obey Him, and how much He has given us a peace that surpasses all understanding. And so when we think about here where it says growing in the knowledge of God. What a great opportunity to show them that we're in the Word daily because we're hungry for that. Where it's showing that we want them, my prayer for them in this scripture, that they may have great endurance and patience, joyfully giving thanks to the Father. Wow, what better opportunity to be able to show them the endurance that God has given us, the patience that He has given us. Joyfully giving thanks. It's really easy to show our kids that we are thankful when we know exactly what the week is going to look like, when things are going really well for us, when we know that we're going to get a paycheck. It's really easy to be thankful in those situations, but it's much, much harder to be thankful when we're unsure. It's much, much harder to be thankful when we're nervous and worried and anxious, when we're sad, when we feel disconnected from the people that we love. It's much, much, much harder. But if we can do that, if we can show our kids that even in the midst of this, that we are thankful because the Lord has provided so much more than we could have imagined, if every single day, after all the uncertainty, after all the negativity that's going on, after all the not good stuff that they're hearing and we're hearing and seeing and feeling. But if our focus can be on the Lord and what He can do, what He's promised to do, and the good that there is in our life right now, daily, that is going to speak volumes to them. Where here it talks about being strengthened with all power according to God's glorious might. That part is kind of funny to me. Right now, in a situation where we don't really have much power, we don't have power over whether we can go somewhere or not. We're being told no. We don't have power over what other people are going to do. We don't have power over whether our neighbors are going to be adhering to the restrictions and staying in, or if they're going to spread their germs all over the place. We have no power over that. And so what a great opportunity to show that all of our power is really God, and we hold none of it to ourselves, and to trust that we are fully giving that over to the Lord. And I am not saying that any of the nervousness or worry or anxiety or sadness or any of the things that we might be feeling, I'm not saying those are bad or wrong. Those are real feelings. Those are real things we're experiencing, and we're human, right? Those are true. But where are you staying? Where is our focus? Where are we landing on at the end of the day? Because our kids are watching that. And so if this is really my prayer for them, then what a better opportunity to really soak that in for them than for them to see me have a heart like this, to see me seek after this more than my worry, more than watching the news, more than my uncertainty. And so that's my challenge for you. Throughout this time, as you're thinking about what to do with your kids or what they're really going to grasp, one thing I think about is when this is over, when it ends, when we come out of this, because I believe we will come out of this. When we've come out of this and we're on the other side, and our kids, when they're grown-ups and they look back at this time, because they're going to remember, when they look back at this time, what do we want them to remember? What do we want them to really say and get out of this? I want my kids to look back at this time and be able to say, wow, when the world was unsure, when things didn't look so good, my parents held strong to the faith in the Lord. And even though they were nervous, even though they were worried and anxious, and even though they didn't know what tomorrow held. They trusted that God would provide, and they were joyfully thankful every day. And another thing, it's sad to think like this, but I only have a handful of years left with my kids while they're living in my home as my kids. And so we are stuck and told to stay inside. And now school has been taken away even online for us. And so what a great opportunity to be playful again, to create some amazing memories and moments that we'll remember forever. So a couple things that we've done is we've put up a makeshift basketball hoop in the middle of our living room, and we've been playing horse. Okay, we've been playing pig, because if we played horse, it would never, ever, ever, ever end, because none of us can make a basket. We play hide and go seek in the dark. Make forts with your kids. Get down to your kids' level. What do they like to do? If it's video games, have your kids show you how to play these video games. Paint with them. Be children again with your kids. Embrace these moments. Let's make let's make something good out of this. So I just wanted to share some of my thoughts with you and let you know that I'm here in this too. And I'm praying for you guys. And I'm praying that I can make the most out of this situation, create wonderful memories, and be able to be the best example of Christ that my kids can have. So I pray the same for you. Enjoy your day. I don't know if the sun's going to come out today. Enjoy your kids.